Where's my soda?
How much?
How much what?
How much money would it take to prove your theory?
I need $500,000 just to fund the lab work.
That's why you need me.
In Extraordinary Measures, Brendan Fraser plays a businessman who enlists the help of an eccentric doctor, played by Harrison Ford, to find a cure for his children's rare degenerative muscular disease.
The story is less about Fraser's sick children and more about the arduous journey of medical research.
Zymogen is testing 3 different Pompe drugs.
They're testing 3 because they don't know what the hell they're doing. I'm testing 1 because it's the right one.
The movie's based on a true story, but Harrison Ford's character is almost completely made up. He represents a combination of all the doctors that the family work with in trying to find a cure for the disease.
Despite the grave subject matter, Ford, an executive producer here, is actually looser and funnier than I've seen him play in a long time.
Harrison Ford does a lot of cranky yelling.
Nobody's gonna tell me how to run my lab.
Now get off my plane, I'm in laboratory.
Brendan Fraser is usually peg-holed as a bit of a comic buffoon or an action hero / buffoon. This was a great opportunity for Brendan Fraser to bust out of the box, and I think he did remarkably well.
Is it 500 or 1,000?
500,000. By next month.
A lot of scenes are really tough on him, and he pushes his way through it. He scrunches up his face, brings tears to his eyes, and makes you feel a little bit.
I like Brendan Fraser in business mode, but as a caring father, his scenes fell flat.
Kerry Russell is playing someone who I assume would be much older than her. Judging by the age of her kids, she must have had them in her dorm room in Felicity.
Extraordinary Measures is like one of those Emmy-winning TV movies I watched with my mom and ice cream and tissues, in a good way.
This will someday be the best film on the Hallmark Channel.
This movie doesn't just want to be a tearjerker, it wants to physically reach into your eye sockets and yank the tears from them.
This movie was just boring. I know it's about sick kids and it should be very heartwarming and touching in that way, but I just wasn't feeling it.
Most of this movie was centered around Harrison Ford and Brendan Fraser. You never really got to know the people that you wanted to be saved. And I think that that was the ultimate problem with it.
If you want to see an excellent, true life story about a father desperately trying to find a cure for the disease that may kill his young child, rent Lorenzo's Oil.
Final tomato meter rating, 29%.